Welcome to the Flex Lunch 2022-2023 presentation, which will outline some important information about the changes to Flex Lunch and how you can best utilize your time during lunch. As we go through this presentation, please follow along on the provided handout. Here on the back side of the handout at the bottom are some places for you to write additional notes. There are also 2 charts we'll be filling in as we go. So make sure you've got that pen or pencil handy. So before we go too much further, let's review Flex Lunch's purpose. First and foremost, Flex Lunch is a time to allow students to eat lunch. And then secondly, sort of like 2A and 2B, we want to provide a daily opportunity for students to get support and enrichment in their classes outside of their class period, and to provide an opportunity for students to participate in clubs that they wouldn't be able to because of their before or after school commitments. So the idea is that students will use 30 minutes of their time to eat lunch and then 30 minutes of their time to do one or both of those additional opportunities. So in that 30 minutes of eating lunch, students can pick which lunch shift, which 30 minutes, A or B, which one they are going to eat. You can eat in the cafeteria, in the courtyard, or in any open classroom that has a teacher. You can bring your own lunch, or you can purchase one from the cafeteria. The cafeteria is the only location where a lunch can be purchased. We do ask that students clean up after themselves. In classrooms, we put the trash in the hallway in the large trash cans, and those same large trash cans are the ones found inside the cafeteria and the courtyard. It just allows for more volume. So can you order DoorDash, Grubhub, food drop-off of any kind? Can you leave HHS, even go to the parking lot to get your lunch? No. Students must remain inside the building for safety purposes, and we do not allow outside food delivery at all during any time of the school day. The other 30 minutes of opportunity can be spent in a classroom or one of our other spaces. So classrooms can be used to make up missing assignments, complete assignments, get support from teachers or student tutors, attend club meetings, which will occur after Flexpo. More on that soon. Or you can meet with a mentor. You can also read or research in the quiet space in the Media Center, or work on your writing in the Student Writing Center, which is now the Media Lab. You can go to the guidance office and meet with your school counselor, or visit with a college representative that's been arranged. You can even go to the gym and participate in whatever sport is being offered. However, there is an academic eligibility requirement to go to the gym, and we'll talk more about that later. So our expectations for Flex Lunch here at Huntingtown include abiding by the Code of Student Conduct. This does include cell phone use, sending and receiving phone calls, taking videos. Anything that is in that Code of Student Conduct still applies during lunch. We do expect that you will arrive at a supervised lunch location within 5 minutes of the bell, especially now that we have capacity requirements in classrooms, cafeteria, and the gym. There may be a chance you won't get into the space that you want, so get there soon. We are requiring that you stay in your location for the entire 30-minute lunch shift. You can change to a second location after the first 30 minutes. If you do need to leave the room, you need to ask for a pass. There will not be passes issued in the last 10 minutes of any lunch shift. We are going to ask that students change locations between A and B lunch, not only so that students all have chances to get into spaces that may be at capacity, but our staff is not required to remain open for both lunch shifts. So in order to honor the staff's contract, we also are asking students to change locations. We do ask that students eat during a 30-minute selected lunch. Students can choose if they eat A or B lunch, but they do need to eat during the lunch provided. We do ask that students clean up after themselves and place the trash in trash cans that are provided. We do ask that students arrive to sixth period on time. There are no excuses for being tardy to sixth period after having more than 60 minutes of time to do things that they needed to take care of. And lastly, please be respectful of staff. They are there to help you. So what happens if a student doesn't follow the expectations? Disciplinary action of some form will result. This can include, but is not limited to, loss of 1-hour lunch privileges, loss of parking pass, among other things. So how does a student decide where to go for A versus B lunch? Well, the first thing students can do is ask themselves these questions. What tutoring day is it? In a moment, we'll talk about what the tutoring schedule is. Every day features a different subject area. What homework or makeup work do I have? And which week is it? We will have different club schedules for odd or even weeks, so it would be helpful for students to know which week it is and what day it is. We'll also have posted posters around the school and teachers' doors, so it'll be easy for students to find that information about what is available that day. We'll also be sending this information at least weekly throughout the school year. You will know what rooms are open during lunch by looking at your email, looking at the grids posted in the hallways, looking for open classroom doors, and looking at the schedule that we're about to fill out. So turn your paper over to the back and look at the top of the page. This year, our A versus B lunch will be determined by hallway. So A lunch rooms by hallway that are open are there in the gray. So during A lunch on the first floor, the B and C hallways will be open every day. The J and K hallways on the second floor will be open A lunch every day, and the M hallway on the third floor will be open A lunch every single day. Same for B lunch. So the E and F hallways, the H and I hallways, and the L hallway will be open every B lunch every single day. The media center, the media lab, the courtyard, the cafeteria, and the gym will be open both lunch shifts every day. But remember, the media center, the media lab, and the gym do not allow food. So make sure that you allot yourself the 30 minutes of time in an area where you can eat. So go ahead, pause this video, take a moment, and fill in your chart. Which classrooms are available to you during which lunch based on your schedule? So do you have band, theater, or chorus in the B and C hallway? Go ahead and fill in that teacher's name and room number on your schedule. We also have a tutoring schedule. The idea here is to make sure that students have at least one day a week where they are designated and can be mandated to attend extra help with their teachers. That won't conflict between teachers. So Monday during B lunch is the social studies tutoring time. The I and H hallway will be open B lunch on Monday for tutoring specifically. Anyone can go in to that room at that time, but that is designated for students, for tutoring for students, excuse me. Tuesday is math, so K hallway is A lunch, L hallway is B lunch, and so on. So go ahead and pause this video, take a moment, and fill in what classrooms you can go to for specific tutoring during which lunch shift on what day. We also have 2 other tutoring experiences available for students almost every day. The Student Writing Center is in the Media Lab. It is open every lunch shift every day. It is run primarily by students, but is monitored by teachers. So if you have any writing that needs assistance, you can go to the Student Writing Center. Our TIE club is full of student tutors with Mr. Kerwin. It is available B lunch on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We will have clubs after Flexpo, so stay tuned for that information. If you are in a classroom and need to purchase a lunch, go to the cafeteria, buy your food, then go to the classroom with your food. Within the first 5 minutes of that lunch shift, your purchased food acts as a pass. After that, disciplinary action may be taken. Can I go into a classroom if it's not my teacher? Absolutely. An open door indicates that that room is open for you. It does not matter whether that teacher is your teacher, you are a member of the club that is meeting at that time, or if they are tutoring and you don't need tutoring. Open is open. You just need to be in a space with an adult. Stay tuned for part 2 of the Flex Lunch presentation.